So a little bit about how to draw things on this, because it's actually one of the things that makes it fun to play with the canvas. And it's going to be kind of a recurring theme throughout this video to do that. So I'm going to remove the print hello because it's annoying and it uses a lot of processing power to do it actually. It's quite noisy. So I want to make a tree. I want to design a tree. But before I do that, I want to define the sky or the background. The background is the sky, and the sky is gonna be blue, some kind of blue. So so this is red, comma green, comma blue. So if I do this, I'll get a very kind of dark blue thingy. So that is probably maybe too much, but maybe we can do it, lighten it up a little bit by adding in some red and some green, and then we get some other color here. I haven't really looked at the color, so I might need to look something up to get the right color, but we will see how close we can go. So I'm not succeeding. It's a very gloomy blue I'm getting here. Let's see if I can hit some blue that is more fun. Is this more fun? Is that where we get the blue? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to pick a color, because that's clearly what we need to do, because I want, you know, a nice color. So you can just go in here and take color pick on Google, and then you can go in and say, okay, I want a soft blue here. This is the kind of blue I want. So red, green, blue, I need these three colors to get that color, so I'm gonna do that. Sometimes you get stuck in this stuff and you just, you know, want just the right color, so it's easier to do that. Okay, so now we have the cloud and now the sky. And the next thing I want to do is to make the ground. So I want some green grass. And I can do that by making a rectangle and say, okay, we want it to be here from the 0 on the canvas. And then we want to move it down quite a bit. We want it to be around here, so maybe 400 down. And then we want the width of the canvas. We can write 500 here. We can also write width. I'm going to write width because then I'm sure that I get the width of it if you change the canvas. And then going down here to the bottom, I'm gonna write 100 because there's 100 height here from 400 to 200 gives us the 500. That is the height of the thing. So now we have like a kind of grass here. Maybe actually I want to move it up a little bit. So clearly this is a very icy, glassy place I've made here. So we are gonna first of all say no stroke, so remove the stroke. So now there's no stroke here, and then we are gonna do a fill and define what color do we want the grass to be. And I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe just some dark grass, some dark green grass here. That is nice to look at. And then we do this. And then we have the grass here, so now we have grass and the sky, and our ellipse from the first exam turned green as well, because fill is saying fill here, we're defining fill something, and then we're drawing a rectangle and an ellipse, so we need to fill again to make this one different. But actually, so what I set out to do was to make a tree, right? So I want to make a tree, and what is a tree? Well, we can make the stem by saying rectangle and then saying we wanted 200 in, and then we wanted, I don't know, 150 down, and then we wanted the width to be 30, and then the depth to be 200. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Let's see. Okay, something is coming up here. And then I want the fill to be something else, so we go back here, and then we steal some brownish stem-like color. Should we say this one? That one is nice. So we are doing this one here in the fill, and let's see what happens. So now we have kind of a tree stem here going on. And then we have the last part here, which is the ellipse. So first of all, we need to move the ellipse back up here to the coordinate system to kind of make it up there. And the way we do that is to take and add the number. So it is around 200 we are going to, and the width is 300, so it's probably 250 if you want to be in the middle. We can see that when we do this. You can see it's not in the middle. 215. Now it's somewhere in the middle. And then there's something about the height, 150. And then let's do 700. That's quite a lot. Let's do 70. It might actually need a little bit more. And if we can actually do auto refresh here. So if we want to kind of auto generate it, we can do that. So now we have something, but it's still like kind of a really small head. So now it's more like a tree, but then I want to do one more fill and make this one green and make it kind of nice green, because now we are kind of making a beautiful, healthy tree, maybe a little bit psychedelic tree here, but that's fine. So let's see. So now we have to, oh, that was really psychedelic. Okay, I cannot, that's not okay. We should get a little bit more neutral green here. So that's basically it. And then, of course, I will advise you to actually start to comment on these things. So you say this fill here is the grass, and then we have a rectangle here, which is the stem, and then we have the, oh, no, we don't, sorry. This is the grass, that's the color, and that's the rectangle, and then we have the stem, and then we have the head of the tree. What is that called? Okay, I don't know. But that's basically what we have, and that's our tree here. So now we are drawing a little drawing, and that drawing is going to be the basis of kind of all our experiments from now on.